shooters, T.I. here. Thanks for watching Tie Iron Channel. Today's episode of Man vs. Handgun is the FN 509.
Man vs. Gun.
Okay, shooters, the FN 509. I'm interested to shoot this thing. I'm a big fan of the FNS. Let's put the 509 through its paces and see how it does. Big shout out to Mike K. He and his whole family are alumni of Armed Citizen Preparatory School, and he loaned me this 509 to put through the paces. So big shout out. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And we'll see you at the range, buddy. Okay, shooters, the FN 509. Let's see how much this puppy weighs. It weighs 1 pound 11 ounces. You know what? That is exactly what our Glock 17 weighs. Almost to the ounce. So 509, exact same as a Glock 17. The width on this thing is going to be the slide stop here on both sides. The slide stop. It is 1.320, so it gets a 4 for weight and it gets a 4 for thickness. This gets a 5 for being a service gun. It's a perfect service size handgun. It gets a 4 for being a CCW gun because it's lightweight and it's thin. It gets a 0 for being a pocket gun, just too big for a pocket gun, folks. Okay, the receiver's made out of plastic. It gets a 3 right off the bat. But they've done some really nice contouring to this thing. So it fits really good in the hand. So it gets a 4 for receiver. The back strap gets a 5. I really like what they've done. This contouring here is more rounded here, and it kind of goes in there. It's a little bit thinner here than the rest of the frame does. It feels really good in the hand. So we've got maximum number of points there. And it does come with 3 different back straps. Maybe it comes with 2, but this one that I have has 3 different back straps. This one, a flat one, and then one that has more. It takes up more of this beaver tail area. The design of the side panels, which is I'm including this part here in the side panels, is very nice. Has some very good texturing here on the front strap and the back strap and the side panels. Side panels are not adjustable. The trigger pull on this is, it starts out with some creep. You'll be able to see it. Kind of starts and stops. There's definite creep in there. Then it hits the wall. Then there's a little bit more creep, but not much. And a pretty crisp break. Creep. There, and there it goes. Reset is not super short. And there's some creep getting it out to reset. It doesn't just spring back out to reset. There's creep getting it back out to reset, then I come back to the wall. So not the best reset in the world. Not the worst, but not the best. Not the best trigger pull in the world. It is not heavy. It's a 5 pounds 13 ounces, so it's not extremely heavy, but there's just a lot of creep. And I put 500 rounds through this while testing it. Just shy of 500 rounds, about 480 rounds. And it's been shot before I got it, so I'm guessing that, I don't know, maybe that creep's going to stay in there, maybe not. Time will tell. But as it is right now with, you know, some more than 500 rounds through it, it's still got a little bit of creep to it. The magazine well is flared nicely. Not quite up to what the FNS is, but not bad. The magazine base plate is one-handed friendly. You can see this lip right here. You can pull on that bad boy. Also, they have the receiver textured there. Not textured, relieved. So your thumb can get in there and rip the magazine out if it has to, if you're doing two-handed manipulations. The ease of seating, it seats really well. But one kind of idiosyncrasy I found with this that was pointed out to me by Mike. There's 2 clicks. Yeah, 2 clicks when it goes in. Oh well. But, you know, when you're slamming it in, it doesn't matter. It's just interesting how there's 2 clicks when it goes in. The magazine release is in a good location. It's textured well. It's got some little bit of scallops here in this receiver to help your thumb get in there, or your finger, however you want to do it. So and great news is FN kept up with their FNS tradition there, and the magazine release is mirror image on both sides. Not just ambidextrous, mirror image, and that's what we like. Mirror image controls. Okay, the safety on the FN509 is the same as the FNS and a whole bunch of other polymer handguns. This is like an M&P, the way it has the hinge and the trigger there. That's the safety. And the cool thing about it is it works equally well whether you are right or left-handed. So, just like most other striker-fired guns, we're good to go there. The slide catch release is sort of like the FNS. It's right here. There is protection on the front and on the bottom. There's no protection on the back. Protection on the front and the bottom, no protection on the back. Mirror image, so we're good to go there. It's not quite as good as some other models and makes. If I want to, if I hold my thumb up here like this, which I do in a firing grip, I can prevent the magazine, the slide from locking. So I don't know why FN didn't include, on the FNS they have a little fence there. I don't know why they didn't include it on this model, but they didn't. So it's, so that if you have his thumbs as long as mine or longer, that could be an issue. If you have his thumbs shorter than me, probably not an issue. I wear a size large glove just as a point of reference. The rear sight is a really nice sight. It's a really good rear sight. I really like the rear sight and the front sight with the 509 series. Nice wide notch. It's not quite a U. The corners are radiused in the bottom there. So it's not a 90-degree angle down there, they're radiused, but they're a little bit taller. I really like them. For a factory gun, these are really good sights. And the good news about the rear sight on the 509 is that it's absolutely one-hand manipulation friendly. Nice big shelf there to grab onto all kinds of things to rack the slide if you need to. The front sight is a good design. It's nice and tall, it's wide, but it's not too wide, and it's really good sight picture on the 509. The light rail is light rail compatible and it has 4 slots here to put on there whatever you need. This model is not optics compatible. So let's go to the range and see how this thing shoots.
I ran a variety of ammunition through the FN509. Ran some Wolf, ran some reloads of mine, ran some factory rounds, some Fiocchi, a couple other brands, and some other reloads of Mike's, and it didn't miss a hitch. It always worked every single time. Recoil was mild on this for 9mm, a little bit milder than the FNS, and it may be due to the double recoil spring assembly that it has. But it nice flat shooting, good run and gun. I didn't notice the creep so much in the trigger when I was running it hard, running it fast. It was only when I was trying to make super accurate shots is when I noticed the creep on the uptake and also on the release. If I did slow shots, I noticed creep on the uptake and uptake on the release to reset, but otherwise I didn't notice it at all. Good handgun. It shoots well. It's fun to shoot. Solid gun. Solid performer.
509 is a solid handgun. It scores a little bit higher than the FNS does, which you would expect. So I like this thing. If you're considering getting a 9mm handgun, this should certainly be one that you look hard at. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all the shares, likes, and subscribes. If you like the 509 or something, you have any comments about the 509, please post them below. And as always,
ensure that your training and your practice is preparing you for the real world. Your real world, and not for the fantasy land of the shooting range.
And have a nice day.